All coming up a little later.
Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Smoke still lingering in the air from Canada's wildfires. The list of activities being canceled due to poor air quality.
Community leaders come together to meet a health need in the Rockford area. The task force will focus on the problem that affects us in many aspects of our lives.
And a local organization looking to make energy costs cheaper for homeowners. The new geothermal wells being drilled near Auburn High School. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. A Winnebago County Sheriff's deputy faces charges for domestic battery.
According to court documents, Deputy Jonathan Stoltz put his hands on a teenage girl's throat during a dispute. Documents also report Stoltz pulled the girl from behind, causing her to fall down a flight of stairs. She was taken to a hospital with a concussion, fractured wrist, and scrapes and bruises. Stoltz pleaded not guilty yesterday to aggravated domestic battery. He's been placed on administrative leave from the sheriff's office.
A new report reveals the U.S. Small Business Administration distributed more than $200 billion in potentially fraudulent COVID-19 relief funds.
The report from the Small Business Administration's Oversight Office says the SBA paid out about $4.5 million potentially fraudulent loans and grants at the start of the pandemic. Anna Warnicki is in Washington with more.
As much as $200 billion intended to help small businesses during the pandemic ended up in the hands of fraudsters. That's according to this report released by the Small Business Administration. Its inspector general found in one case a group of 8 individuals used $18 million of relief funds to buy luxury homes, gold coins, diamonds, and designer handbags.
In the beginning, there was a rush to get out money. So the Small Business Administration, in 14 days after the law was passed for the pandemic relief, in 14 days, they gave out $349 billion.
But while racing to help small businesses, Bob Restbrooks, the former executive director of the Pandemic Response Accountability Committee, says the SBA relaxed its standards.
There was a lot going on in early 2020.
Katie Frost with the SBA says most of the potential fraud found by the report happened during the first 9 months of the pandemic.
The prior administration did take down some anti-fraud controls that the Biden-Harris administration put back in place.
Frost says one of those controls is the Treasury Department's Do Not Pay system that other government agencies use to detect fraudulent requests.
There doesn't need to be this false trade-off between speed and certainty.
The SBA is working with federal investigators to recover the stolen money. In the meantime, lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they plan to hold hearings about what went wrong. In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
The Canadian wildfire smoke still lingers around the state line.
Coming up, Savannah looks at when the air clears up and if we've got the possibility of storms rolling in. Her forecast is next.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from meteorologist Savannah Brito.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. Low visibility is even worse than this time yesterday all across the state line. No matter where you are, the haze is affecting everyone across the Rockford region. We're down 1.5 miles in Rockford, a mile, under 2 miles in Rochelle. Sterling, Galena's at 1.5 miles though as well. Janesville's down to 1 mile. Visibilities could fall below that mile threshold though, so just be aware of that. Obviously, reduce time outdoors if you can. Stay indoors at all costs just because the haze definitely bad out there and deemed actually very unhealthy for the majority of the state line. We'll get to that in a minute, but you can see out of Rockford, this is our SkyTrack Supply Corps camera that's sponsored by Window World. You can't see past these buildings and the trees in the background, making it very hazy outside. It is mostly sunny out there, but because it's so hazy, you can't really tell. So very unhealthy. That's when levels fall below 200, between 200 and 300. And actually, we did see values that were worse than yesterday as a whole today. So it is a little bit worse, affecting our visibilities all across the map. And there is still that air quality alert for the entire state line. Southern Wisconsin, we'll see that go until noon tomorrow on Thursday. The rest of us, so northern Illinois, going to see that last until about midnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. So was deemed very unhealthy. Limit time outdoors if you have to be out time, or if you do have to be outside, definitely reduce time as much as you can at all costs. So you can see on the scale, moderate moderate to heavy levels, that deep orange or red color. It's affecting the majority of the state line. We're not really going to see improvement until tomorrow afternoon for the majority of the area. But you can see even into Friday morning to afternoon, we still do have light to moderate levels, not as dark of hues though. Yellows, oranges, red, don't see that across the state line anymore, but you can see those darker shades of blue kind of still prominent, at least across northern Illinois and some of the state line. So we are still going to have hazy conditions and near surface smoke, reducing visibility, not as much probably though once we're getting into Friday. Saturday, still a little noticeable, but nothing compared to what we saw yesterday, what we'll see today, and the first half of tomorrow. Temperatures are starting to fall in some locations. Rockford dropping to 76. We're still hovering right around that 80-degree mark though in Freeport. 81 in Sterling, 84 in Janesville, 79 though in Galena. So temperatures are right near that 80-degree mark. We don't have any storm chances yet, but that could be a different story overnight. So because this is probably going to be during the hours when you usually sleep, just make sure that you do set up several ways to get watches and warnings. Looks like a line of showers and thunderstorms probably set to move in between about 1-2 a.m., maybe as late as 3 for some. And this is going to mainly be during the morning hours, so late tonight into early tomorrow morning. That's when we could see these. The biggest players though across the area are likely going to be some large hail and then damaging winds. We do still hold that threat of thunderstorms though even into Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So guys, it is looking like things could get a little bit more active, but we do really need the rain, and it's going to be hot tomorrow as well.
All right, Savannah, thanks.
Reagan's in next with sports. The Blackhawks gear up to make the #1 overall pick in tonight's NHL draft.
And the Bulls put pen to paper to keep one of their core 5 around. Reagan brings us the details on this extension next.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
Tonight is the night it all changes for the Blackhawks, and the pick is almost in. The Hawks are selecting first overall in the NHL draft for just the second time in franchise history. Not only are they getting the 17-year-old superstar in Connor Bedard, they also have the 19th pick plus 4 more picks in the second round tomorrow. This year's draft will be another important one for Chicago. When it comes to the Canadian phenom, he has been nothing but humble about being the unanimous #1 pick, and he stayed true to form in his final press conference ahead of his big night.
First of all, I want to make the team, of course, and that's the #1 goal. But yeah, I think I want to have an impact on the ice and also in the room. Be a good teammate and give it my all every day in the gym, on the ice. So those are some things I can control, and of course, try to play my best hockey and win games on the ice.
The Hawks have 11 total picks in this year's draft. Breaking news coming out of the Bulls front office today. Chicago made it official that they are extending Nikola Vucevic on a new 3-year deal. The big man is about to ink a $60 million contract. That puts an end to much of the speculation that the organization might pursue a trade for the starting center this offseason. Now that the Bulls are further tied to one of their core pieces, the rest of the offseason picture still remains in question. Switching gears to some baseball, and the star of the majors right now, Shohei Ohtani. The Sox played Ohtani last night. Not even the Angels, just Ohtani. He beat them himself. First inning, he hits his first of 2 homers in the game. He leads the majors with 28. 6 of them have been against the Sox. He was also the starting pitcher, allowed only 1 run on 4 hits with 10 strikeouts over 6+ innings. He's the first American League pitcher in 60 years with 2 homers and at least 10 strikeouts in a game. He could have had more, but he left in the 7th with a cracked fingernail. The Sox lost 4-2. That's 4 of their last 6. Game 3 is tonight at 8:30. And the Cubs have hopefully worn off their jet lag, but that haze is not going anywhere just yet. Another with the Phillies is on deck at 7:05. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. We're not tracking any showers yet. Different story, though, by tonight, and we're even tracking the potential for strong to even severe thunderstorms. That's sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and More. The big thing early in the day, though, this will even last into tonight and some of tomorrow, your Thursday afternoon. We do have an air quality alert that's in effect for the entire state line, even deemed very unhealthy, actually, for the majority of the state line. This is also reducing visibilities all across the map out there as well. So reduced time outdoors, spend as much time indoors if you can at all. The 7-day forecast, though, temperatures are going to start warming up. We're talking about near 90 degrees. That'll be the case tomorrow. A little bit cooler by the weekend. We'll be near normal Saturday and Sunday. We do still hold that chance of showers and thunderstorms through Saturday, and then a little bit cooler, but then guys, by the 4th, 90s are back.
All right, thanks, Savannah.
Thank you for spending a little of your time with us. Stay safe.